I'm Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. I've been away for a while. Have deleted a bunch of videos, couple up I think, but I'm going to be more consistent now that we're all suffering from this little timeout period that the government has put us in, because grown folks can't stay at home like they're supposed to. So we're here to review Married at First Sight. Y'all, I'm kind of over this season. I kept promising some Facebook groups that I was in that I would give, a little commentary, because I'd, make a few comments and posts on Facebook. But I'm kind of getting to the point where this show is really just, it's not like it was when it was on FYI. Like, I've watched since the beginning and I've always just felt like it was good. It was very documentary style. I liked that they had the couples, go out and search for apartments together. I think that kind of helped them bond, in a sense, in my opinion. I feel like it helped them bond and kind of get to know each other. But they just kind of stick them in these like corporate apartments. And to be honest, the apartments they live in kind of look like projects. Like, they kind of look like the projects that you would see in downtown area. They don't really look, the outside don't really look, that great. Maybe because it's an area that's been gentrified, who knows. But let's get into this review. We're going to start with everyone's favorite, Mindy and Zach. Or at least they're my favorite, because Mindy finally woke up. Like, girl, you've been asleep since about second day of your honeymoon. This man does not want you. He wants to be on TV. And I really wish the experts could stop a couple and like make them go home and say, listen, if you don't want to fully participate in this process and give it your 100% effort, then you can't be a part of the show. You can choose to stay married if you want, but we're gonna kick you off the show. Like, have couples waiting like they do at Married at First Sight Australia, which that's probably my favorite branch of the series. But back to Mindy and Zach. So I'm gonna kind of go backwards to kind of get to the present day, because I haven't done reviews on the other episodes, so my notes are kind of all jumbled up. So when they all went out with the friends, it was just kind of like, it was very telling, of Zach and what he really thought of Mindy. He didn't really see her as a woman. He just kind of saw her as a means to an end. Like, he's also not that attractive. If you take away the body and the hair, which by the time he's 50, he's going to be like his dad with the receding hairline, because it's already starting to recede like in the corners here. He just fluffs it up so you can't notice, but I noticed. So while I'm talking about people's hair, like, look at mine. It's looking a mess today, but we'll let it ride. So, like, he's like, I like your pants. Like, really? Come on, dude. Really? That's all you got? So, let me scroll down to these notes. I honestly believe Mindy just wants to be loved. Like, she got pregnant, her sister died, she had a miscarriage, and I really think Mindy has always been the doormat. She's always been a people pleaser. She doesn't really want to make too many waves, and I think that's why she's at a point in her life where she has to find love on a dating show, because her picker is horrible. No, unfortunately, she got matched with someone that wasn't here for the right reasons. And to be honest, I wouldn't have chosen him, but I don't believe that they really do applications anymore, because if y'all follow the Married at First Sight fan page on Instagram, like, they spill all the tea, like all of it. And they basically talk about how, like, I think 8 out of the 10 people were recruited. And to be honest, I feel like you're telling me, as big as the city as DC is, like the capital, that they couldn't have found somebody. So he just wants to look good. He just wants people to say, oh, he's the best, he's this, he's that. He doesn't talk to her when they're not filming. The only time he sees her is when they're filming. And to be honest, like, that would have been a deal breaker for me. Like, if I can only see you when we film, Like, nah, bruh, you got to go. Like, I'm good. Like, she put up with so much. But the only thing that I will agree with Zach on is the bathing thing. Like, Mindy, you travel to a foreign country. And I don't know if Panama is still a third world country. You know, I'm not going to put that on them. But they were at one point a third world country. You know, South America is not exactly known for being, you know, up to date on their cleanliness. And you were in a plane for hours. Like, you need to take a bath, sweetie. You need to wash your tail. Like, a 5-minute, you know, north, south, east, west, like whatever. You know, like, quick little wish. Like, girl, come on. DC is still in the South, and I know your mama did not raise you like that. If I were to ever go on a TV show and I did not take a bath, my mother would, listen, she would go in on me. Like, that's the only thing I can agree with Zach on. But now let's get to her friends. Everyone needs a friend like Shani and Mallory. I am a combination of Shani and Mallory. I will ask you the hard questions. I will get in your grill, because if someone's my friend, they're like family, and I want them to be treated well. And you're going to treat them well. And if you don't, I'm going to let you know about yourself. But let's get to the friends we don't need. And that would be Miss Lindsay, Miss Tan Line Central, Miss Boobies almost down to her navel. So personally, looks wise, I don't really feel that her and Mindy are that far off from each other. To me, they both look the same, like just typical all-American, like just plain, nothing fancy about them. But the difference between Lindsay and Mindy is Mindy's a good person, and Zach has yet to realize that a good personality will far exceed looks any day, because you're gonna get old one day, and you're gonna, but the other thing is, Zach doesn't know how to talk. Austin said it best. Whenever he talks, you just kind of go, like, and then you come back in the middle at some time, because he talks in circles. He doesn't ever get to the point. And it's really just, it's sad that this person, you're this old and you're this shallow. And you don't even have money or fame to back up why you're this much of a D-I-C-K, because we're not gonna cuss, but you know, I could say a few curse words about Zach. And when she broke up with him, it was just like, okay, bye. Like, thanks for the time. Like, you didn't live with your wife. You came over. You came with a book bag, like a little spend the night bag. Like what people, I don't know if they do it up north, but in the South we call it a HOE bag. You know, like you're just your little, I'm coming to lay some pipe. It's my little sleeping clothes, my little face wash, my little this and that. I'm not gonna bring no clothes. I'm just gonna bring enough for tonight. Your little spend the night bag. Like, come on, what are we in grade school? Come on. And he just was trash. Like, what time am I at? 10 minutes in. Lord, I need to hurry it up. But and the friend, you and I and everyone and their mama know, him and that friend were not just talking about Mindy. And why were you reaching out to her man? If I need to talk to my friend's man, I'm gonna text my friend and be like, hey Mindy, do you mind if Zach XYZ, you know, cuts my grass, or you know, lugs some furniture up some steps for me? I'm gonna go through the wife. You go through the woman. You don't talk to the man directly. Now, eventually, maybe once, you know, that relationship develops, maybe you can, you know, quick little text, whatever. But you do not message, text, or call your friend's man. You do not do that. In the minute that conversation went left, which never should have even happened to begin with, you, as her friend, owed her to tell her that her man was not crap. You owed her that. You owed her that loyalty. And when she confronted her, it was like Mindy wanted to control the conversation. She wanted to control what was said because she didn't want to break up with Zach. why did you even bother to call the girl? And she gonna say, oh, well, when I'm not gonna talk to him till filming's over. No, Heather, you didn't talk to him at all. Zero communication, zero. And I could not get over that. Like, I really could not. I mean, I was literally clutching my invisible pearls. And he lied straight up. Oh, I don't have the messages. She told me to delete them. No, you both went in. But the thing is, neither one of you are a good liar, because you couldn't get your story straight. Y'all were talking, y'all were messing around. And to be honest, I don't buy it. And I honestly truly believe that Mindy and Zach have had sex, because the way she hung on to him was just way more than we're married. And if that's what she does when she don't give up the cookie, I would hate to see what she does when she gives up the cookie. Like, Lord have mercy, she might, you know, cut the man's feet off or tie him up like Kathy Bates did in Misery. Who knows? But I was so glad when she finally stuck to what she told Dr. Viviana she was gonna do. If you don't move in with me, if you don't be open and honest. And he still lied, y'all. He still lied. Like, come on, dog, really? But you know what? And the most saddest part of it all was this girl was sitting there crying in this man's face. And you would have thought she told him to take out the trash and he said, okay. He didn't say, I'm sorry. He didn't say, I apologize. He didn't say, let's work it out. But like, it's just, it's crazy to me. Like, Mindy needs a do-over. She needs a do-over, because that's not right. But moving on from Mindy and Derek, let's see who else are in my little notes here. Let's see. Jessica and Austin, I really don't have much for them. Like, they're just very nice. He's nice, she's nice, but side note, she kind of is very mannish looking. You know, I don't mean to talk about nobody's looks, because you know what I mean, hell, you can call me fat, who cares? But oh girl needs to lighten up, okay? You have to let a man be a man. And Austin, be a man. It is very clear that your wife loves you. It is very clear that you love her. But both of you are playing chicken. And you know what playing chicken gets you? No eggs. And I just honestly feel like if she loves him, she needs to say it. Because what is him saying it first going to change? He's obviously not going to say it back. He'll say thank you. You'll move on. But if you're so insecure about this, why are you sleeping with this man? Why are you continuing to have sex with him? Like, let's just keep it 100. You're further investing your feelings into something that may not pan out. Because I think eventually you're going to get tired of playing his mama. And he going to start to resent you because you don't want to play his mama no more. He going to get tired of her little side comments and digs about his salary, about the way he does this, the way he does that. That gets old. In the beginning, it's a little cute. You know, I'll let her slide. But not so much, you know, 5-6 years down the line. But there's not really much for them. I mean, they're just kind of boring. I fast forward through their things. I knew they were going to commit. Like, I just, they're boring to me. They're just very vanilla. Like, I feel like it's missionary only and in their household. I just, you know, they're just the success story. Every season has that one boring couple, and they're this season's boring couple. Now let's get to my favorite, good old Brandon and Taylor. Oh wee, Brandon. I'm gonna need you to get your stuff together. And Taylor, I'm gonna need you to get a better wig, sis. Your friends are not your friends, because there ain't no way my friends would ever look at me in my eye when I say this to you. Ever. Never, ever let me walk around with a wig like that. It was like a lion's mane. It just kept getting bigger and bigger, and oh my God. And I was just like, girl, I know DC got to have some good hairstyles. I mean, it's called Chocolate City. I know there's got to be somebody. And I will give Brandon his props for not mentioning that. Because I'm telling you, if I was Brandon and we was fussing and arguing and she was trying to downgrade my manhood, I would have told her, let's see your real hair. Listen, I would have had jokes for days about that wig, that lines, and then the one she had on this past episode, it was sliding all back, and I'm just like, girl, do you look in the mirror? And the texture was all wrong. Like, it's a no, sis. It's a no. And I was surprised that they recommitted. I honestly think that Brandon wants to be married. I think he just, his brother was shot and killed, and so he was kind of coddled. And you know, there's a thing in the Black community that what happens in this house stays in this house. So seeking help and therapy is not something that we do, which is it's something that we should do. And to me, I feel for him, but at the same time, he's 33 years old, and at this point, you know better. You know how to treat people, and I don't buy it. Taylor wants to be famous. They should have paired her up with Zach. Those two should have been together, because they would have worked this season, got what they needed, and been on about their business. And the fact that Taylor posted that Instagram was just so trashy. Like, Brandon owned up to his stuff, but he does need to communicate better instead of just saying, oh, I'm done, I'm like this, bye. But we all know they ain't gonna make it. Like, they're not gonna make it. Okay, let's move on from them. Oh, another thing I didn't like was how she let her friends roast him in front of their families. That was not cool. Let's get to my second favorite, Katie and Derek, aka Derek, well, aka Ashton Kutcher and Lindsay Lohan. Except Lindsay Lohan didn't have the messed up bottom grill, I don't think. What did I write down for them? Oh, they're their own worst enemy. They are. He's immature emotionally, and she's immature emotionally. And so together, they're just two immature people. Like, they're going to get in their own way. Katie is still in love with her ex. That man does not want you. He likes you because you're available. Because my dad always told me, a man is going to either do the 3 P's for you or the 3 F's for you. He's either going to profess, provide, and protect, or he's going to find you, freak you, and forget you. Okay? Well, we all know what freak means. And Katie's little friend that she was casually dating, how do you fall in love with somebody you're casually dating? I don't buy that. Listen, sis, you were a booty call. Just say that. He loves them cheeks. He don't love you. So she gets mad when they go to visit, you know, his garage about some girl named Monica that he went to prom with back in college. Really? Seriously? Girl. Katie has not healed from her parents' divorce. When she made a little side comment to her mama like, oh, you only got married because you were pregnant. Like, don't put your mama out there like that. She's just trying to tell you so that you learn from her mistakes. But what really set me off with Katie was how she treated old boy's friend. I was like, can I come? And she's like, no. It was very Mean Girls. And Katie, you are not that cute to be mean girl nobody, okay? Fix them teeth first, sis, and do something with that little flat hair. So, to me, I didn't get why she had to be so nasty. And if she doesn't get her way, she gets downright nasty. And that's gonna get old. And every dream that he has, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with wanting to write a book. I have a friend who's written 2 books, and he did that while in college and overseas serving our country. Like, so I don't understand that. Like, if you can do it overseas in Afghanistan, going to college, working full time, like, I don't see why Derek can't do it. She doesn't have any dreams because she wants to relive her childhood through her children, and that will never work out. She wants someone that's going to work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and the rest of the hours come home, be up under her butt, and that is all. You can't go anywhere. You can't have any dreams. That's it. And in the previews for next week, you could tell her dad's trying to tell her, but she don't want to listen. And Katie is going to be by herself. You talking about, I don't know if he's going to love me. And I will give her credit on that. The one thing you do not say to an insecure person is, I don't know if I can love you. You don't do that. You don't say that to an insecure person. That is the last thing that you say to them. You do not say that at all. But that is like rule number 1. Like, of the handbook. Come on, Derek. And if they last past decision day, I give it 6 months to a year. If that. Because she gonna get tired of him having dreams. He gonna get tired of her squashing them. And the thing is, the man put you on his health insurance. If that ain't love, I don't know what is. Because let me tell you something. When I graduated college and I didn't have any more health insurance and we had to buy my health insurance, honey, I was spending $400 a month on health insurance. And like Katie, I have conditions that I have to have medicine for every single day. This man took it upon himself to put you on his insurance when he did not have to. Like, be a little grateful, because let me tell you something. Once this season is over with and those DM and the Instagrams and stuff become public, there are going to be women sliding in his DMs left and right if they're not already. And you're going to be by yourself with that ex who loves you. And it's going to be cute for a minute. For a little hot minute, it's going to be cute. It's going to be lovey-dovey. And he's going to be going back to doing the same mess he was doing that had you signing up for this show. Now let's get back to the last couple on the list. Mika and Michael, aka I told you to stop lying, and Pinocchio. When I look at Michael, I just see lie. It's like Jeannie Mai's mom said on The Real about her when she left town to go visit the boyfriend or something. Go back and watch that real clip where she did something and she went to Hawaii for some boyfriend who didn't know how old she was. Her mom said, all I see when I look at you is liar, 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 liar. And guess what? When I see Michael, all I see is liar, liar, pants on effing fire. Okay? Liar. If he told me it was raining outside, I'd go open the window and see. Like, I just, God, he lies so much. And, you know, to get off of him and to get on Mika, you don't talk at someone, you talk to them. And I understand her frustration, because I would have been left. After he told that first lie, I would have left then. Like, he lying about something as small as the miles on his car. Like, seriously, what is that? Like, come on. And the little paper that he gave her. What? Where's the piece of paper I got? This is my little remote clip paper. This little piece of paper that he gave her with his salary on it, talking about, and this is after taxes. How you know what taxes gonna get took out? Tax codes change every year, dog. Every few months, you might have more taxes taken out. You might have less. You don't know what deductions you're gonna put in. None of that. Now, I can see if your salary, maybe. And I know teachers only get paid once a month, so you kind of sort of know what you're going to get took out. But at the same time, I just don't buy it. And she said he won't store a pay stub. He could have printed that paper off anywhere. But one thing Mika needs to do is she needs to do some investigation. She did right on the yoga class. She did right on that. But if you work for a school system, you can go to that school system's website and you can see every employee that they have listed, down to the janitor, which I believe Michael is. I believe either he's a janitor or he's a teacher's aide that comes around with the special education children, or he stays in the special education room, you know, helping the disadvantaged children. I do not believe he's a after school director. And to me, after school director sounds like you just get the kids on and off the bus and into their cars and out of their cars. I don't really buy that. And then he said he, you know, was gonna become a principal and all this, and then he turned it down because what they had offered was different than what they told him once he, you know, got all this stuff. And I'm like, if you got an offer letter, they can't change what they're offering. You could sue them for that. So I don't really buy it. But Mika, she gotta be a little softer. But I can understand her not wanting to be. and that little trip to Jamaica, honey, I would have needed to see the email confirmation. And like, he had his phone and he was scrolling, and I'm like, bruh, you should have had all this prepared. You should have printed it out, you know, folded it up and put it in the card that you got from Dollar Tree or something. Like, I don't buy that. So let's get to my predictions. I think only Austin and Jessica will make it past decision day. I think Mika and Michael might stay together. We know Brandon and Taylor are done. Derek and Katie, they'll stay together past decision day, but they'll break up eventually. This whole season is trash. They need to just throw it away. It's like, I miss the first couple of seasons. Like the first, I would say, really before they moved to Lifetime. That's when it was really good, when it was on FYI. That's when it was at its best. My favorite season had to have been season 1. That was my favorite, and I think I liked Trey and Vanessa, but you know, Trey was a dog and he kept cheating. But Vanessa kept running away. So, but honestly, Zach, to me, my top disliked Married at First Sight has to be, like, number 1 has to be Luke. Number 2 has to be Matt from last season. Number 3 has to be Keith, because Keith was doing Matt tendencies. He just didn't sleep with Iris. Then Vaughn from season 1, because he really wanted to be with a white woman. And update, he's married to one. Like Monet called it. 5, probably Davina. She wanted things her way and her way only. Who else did I not like? I could go on a whole rant, but we won't. So that's all I have for you this episode, I guess. Oh, I'm just under 30 minutes. Whoopee. So I'll see y'all for next episode, maybe. Who knows? You know, at this point, I'm cool. But I guess until next time.